Nsem-Pii TV nie.
Yamama kwa BMO edeba Nsem-Pii TV platform eso. The race to 2024 elections and aye deja. Now, the opposition NDC and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia continues to set the pace for them. Yes. Omu ni policy, omu ni message. Enti dia Bawumia ba betu dwano ene niema nanda nkokufa do aye no. Na omu do mo ho forofore. Omanfo mo ho amfore a de omba bontia be kan say enye yie entimi nya possible entimi nya adwuma. They started with free SHS. You say Ankwankusiaga. After credit score Bawumia de be kan and they have hopped onto it and they are making a meal out of it. Debate hons and semna brebi biya no omo epese omo tote conversation in towards. Eno se say they are to your be say omo hu say Bawumia are taking over the entire enclave of the northern regions. That is northern region Ankasa, Upper East, Upper West, Savannah, Northeast. NDC afedie almost say omo campaign omo nyan lanche no nkran biem omo so de kotamale eho e no mo kwakọ lanche 2024 December 7th campaign na nkenim se no nko asi ho no mo afedie Johnson say du nketi asase enya dia omo ebeye big rallies said dia bri bia no mo ye no na they are going to follow Mahmoud Bawumia constituency by constituency, house by house, meet and greet na Bawumia ye no and no bia na afedie omo NDC so omo ba be ye we the Honorable Minister for Information, Honorable Hajia Fatimatu Abubakar, ekopiemu wo obi show so ekosin sen no si obi. The alternative is empty. Na me free northern region to be precise, upper east region when I'm free. Na niema ene nsem a ekoso ho no. Enya wanwa se wa impon kese enu a obam alaji Mahmoud Bawumia ka kire ni ton se wo ne beto abade ama and a host of northern chiefs including Gonjaland Ankasa so omo henfo bom dia tudwa eno na ma ni NDC ato omo sentasi a chinchina omo so no dey region omo ko na Hajia Fatimatu Abubakar has really set the record straight yanko nyenko tie said yankomodidi no esifa ekoye.
See that
Fati is just great, just wonderful.
But Fati, you are from the north, right?
Me free Upper East.
About now Kumase.
Yeah, we Kumase.
Ah, okay.
At the time, we minyi ho.
So okay, cheap.
And they say me a crack. So okaso ugudim kro minim dem ya. Fati the other citizenship wa Ashanti region. Any problem.
Wow. Enti Fati beja yen ho na yato aso. Fati politics in the north, baby, because in himself traditionally the north NDC strongholds and they vote, traditionally for the NDC. Do you see that changing?
It's been changing, more, especially because of Jumapa President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in the north. Maybe about district hospitals and maybe will be very free north. Maybe districts. The neighboring district 3 ni hospital and Nyambia wo Mebeka se district hospital enne Nsem-Pii enya ne district hospital and agenda 111 Binduri enya ne de Garu enya ne de me se ye de ne kan one of those they can commission now enti edi ntina enya ya hohoahoa se me kosrem na minimu se me metimatena moto so free me feature ko hospital ya Nsem-Pii enti adwuma pa obi otamale wo hu the improvements in road infrastructure obi ti yendi o tatale wo hu adwuma kro obi te Salaga wo hu tamale Salaga road ekwan na me se 2016 ne yakọ campaign bi ho 4 hours 6 hours ubetim wo ba bi no aka untimi nko. They have seen the work obi ti tamale wo hu the roads infrastructure in communities obite Damongo. This is the first time I bind the asphalt say tieni at a 5-inch hill abetaso and you see the excitement and it's genuine. Obi ho who say His Excellency the Vice President call don't ne pram or matu aguso say na we the aden paremfo bi na nkrofobia kogine amom kakra na there be Obia me say politics is local.
Yeah.
And Crawford developments are within their vicinity. Now what tamale? NDC time now what tamale? NPP ba ye. First now nam airport kitikiti bi ate so obi tarazo house kitikiti bi mu. Enne wo state of the art international terminal. na tamale udina central tamale a na traffic ni ade ene interchange wo honom adenti na wonto ma NPP wo hu factory obi te wale wonya astroturf wonya watermelon processing factory ya ene town roads obi te na lergu gambaga ya ene town roads bridge bugu ma cha na wotwemienu ni aye ana wo hu ye ABC on the Bowling Road, ABC on Alergu Road.
Please, you know.
Enti no want to abandon. The excitement no ye based on first hand mete Savulugu anana nton agenda 111 ti the district hospital ababesi ho. Adenti no won naninje. When who say say oso ansa na oso ansu a wo ye bu odu enti na nani abrese
ye ferry na ye munya ma place ferry na
you are free deputy CEO GIPC or say ochiao yes also ye na kwabre
abuaso kwabre is
okay
me executive me patron me big brother no
oh okay very well
me constituency do so dey na munya national election na
ferry I say
ferry na say
oh yeah beye na do me cry ya the train ato ya the railway ato adome so na me see beye ya the
go fa no ko UN mama why ade mo mandate
and I am confident also because this government has built the foundation for this to be successful. Foundation in say over 17 million Ghanaians are more register on the Ghana card system under National Identification Authority. Nipa ni di bonio obobosia no odwane o ye betime de ne Ghana card afa data mu a ye benya access to baby bia ne next of kin ne guarantors ni bibi e ka ho. In the past na systems ni ho na data ni ho. But in the words of President Akufo-Addo and in his voice bibia abanye so baby there were naysayers who said it is impossible. But the MPP and this government and our future administration are a government and political parties of possibilities. Enti wenya bose muka say o mampeni abedi echeni a flag bearer. He doesn't know what he is saying. He knows what he is saying. And I've given you a typical example showing he said there is a country of more than $12 at a smartphone that is making impact in rural India. It is not cast in stone. Say, was a smartphone to me? So say 5,000 and I say BB account.
One of the things defining elections, especially after 8 years, anytime you change over from one government to the other, and corruption a major issue. I remember say in 2016, one of the messages I'm very loud on now family and friends, nepotism, cronyism, and at the end, it defined that election in 2016. Prior to that, even in 2008, and so there were allegations of corruption against the Kufuor administration, and I'm so much change by this year. It seems the issue of nepotism, cronyism, family and friends is loud in Sir Abaiwe. In fact, recently the $34 million again expose for member of parliament on spare parts for ambulances near the company, directors of the company. It seems that they are linked to the president. Those are serious issues as a Ghana Nibiatia, irrespective of what you've done. Omadre Rebecca say, wait a minute, buy we a cancer and same way energy or more way see. You are not worried?
Elder Metiha, make two things. Me say every allegation of corruption ought to be investigated, no matter how light you take it. And I also said the second thing about the credibility of the person making the allegation. And I've given you my examples. Oh, Bibia, he's also a citizen of the country. He should pursue it. Even in Parliament, they are able to file questions to call ministers or heads who are responsible for the execution of those projects. So come and answer in Parliament. Obetima explore opportunities with the CID, petitioning them to investigate this matter. So allegations.
He's petitioned special prosecutor.
And it is in order. I don't have anything against that. If you want to, if you have an allegation, let it be investigated and prosecuted. But I am saying, say, on the face value of his comments, until I have alternative narratives and information, I take it with a pinch of salt, because he has misled us before, saying say ban we at parks and gardens and sassy, knowing say it was leased under former President Mahama. And I'm saying, say, I don't trust the credibility of the person making the allegation. But for whatever it is worth, if it's referred to special prosecutor, they've been investigating. And the special prosecutor, no more issues of alleged corruption about Madam Cecilia Dapa Eko.
Yeah.
Me patch all kind of findings. Me patch all kind of findings.
From the special prosecutor?
Me patch all the finding contained said there was actual corruption found relating to the matter. That was referred to it. And everything should be treated as a case. They should go and investigate it. But just on the baseless allegation and knowing very well say indeed now watching you wabe misleading. Ama the contrary information by from Ministry of Lands, he has not been honorable enough to retract. I will not give it the oxygen that it deserves.
The other thing against you, and you no don't mean and you one as a person. The amount of revenue about my buying in Nsem and what you have to show for that revenue, it doesn't seem to be commensurate. I say sika bibiri aba, but there is not much to show.
I am the pants wakofa aba, because every penny that has come to this government, we have shown something for it. Nasebi, I can be say ne wada eni nyane no. Say obi, because of political interest, osu wabubu nuegu na sum, wakata neni den sa ne eko ne babia wonte ya. There is nothing you can do. We can only concentrate on educating the Ghanaian populace. And I'm giving you one typical example. And then who mischief makers know what they've been doing in this country. Nansenya, oko social media, ofanko to Nsawam Road. NDC4, any omwa signs, oma starte chocho woho, ECOWAS Road. Botemai, road kama ya abanya ya dahoi, omo tete ho, empenyinfo ne mofrana ECOWAS Road. Afe mi se ECOWAS na mission o JHS na SHS na ECOWAS no foforo aba mo de contractors ene na mo nkrofo aman so omu yi akwan ana ECOWAS na minim na mo mpese omu ye ekomokra na sika ni wonto omu ni standing army ana which ECOWAS under which administration ana ECOWAS ama aban sika so omu yi akwan. And I'm giving you a typical example. 2022 Yeka about the disbursement of $750 million Afri-Exim Bank loan for road infrastructure. Yeji sikano. Me chira oni edeye ye na omuhu evidence no man kokase ECOWAS roads. Out of the $750 million of Nsawam road construction, $200 million. Ejusu Konongu road, $75 million. Completion of Nsawam Apeja Road, $10 million. Swami 4-tier interchange, $47 million. Completion of Flower Port interchange, $35 million. Completion of Sofo Line interchange, $35 million. Kwabenya Peduasi Road, Ketasi Brekuso, Ekwana Ohona Yim, Sakwa no $10 million. Completion of Eastern Corridor Lot 5 and 6, $70 million. Completion of Enchikrom Adosu Road, $93 million. Purchase of rolling stocks and spare parts, $30 million. Construction of a stadium and ancillary road projects for 2023 All African Games, $140 million. Me pacho Botiano Games Village in Nsiho. Ekwanu eniho. University of Ghana Stadium eniho. Me pacho pokuase ofanko pokuase kwanya na say asphalt eguso mpacho eniho. Me pacho uko techimantia ahafu Dubai no eniho.
So meti Sofo Line interchange.
Me pacho wan eka ho. Ni nyina ka we ho.
So bibi en ho ekoso ho na.
Me pacho nse projects bia you faces. And I make us a machire uhu se omo ye adwuma wo ho a. This is where the money is coming from.
And you person my information
because o say aban no loan bebre omo gigi nyina omo hu ade a omo de ye. So I took one loan sample say me kire o baby sika na ekọ ana baby ekọ enti hu se so am interchange omo ya sika no wa ha omo hye adwuma osofo line interchange ase a na chese sika we disbursement na aba a capture wa ha. And at the end of every single year finance ministry at the corporate majority and minority, they have access to annual debt reports. See, the annual debt report to Parliament, it contains all the debt are buying and financing through debt are buying contracting and the ancillary projects or modest sikane day. And at the end of the day, Nsenka chinye bibi ohwa and kamrashe bedroom, especially now I 137 and 137 plus 1. But omunti minji sa annual debt report no. Ehunu no kura wo mu mfa nkosie emetena hanka nkyere say ehunu ne aban ne disika nae.
My main kind messages kaka while we try and wrap up. Yeah, WhatsApp number is 0548 443 523 0548 443 523 0548 443 523 for our messages a brain na yebesha kayama yene honorable area a panel members na ababe cancer e wo ha ye no be na ya jantwa atnase dada ye share name say Cozy Akosua men would also be joining us and also from the NDC. So Domi, who is joining from the NDC? And Mufa Nidina and Mameniamfa and Tujanafi. Paul de Suso says, good afternoon, Obi. Fatima saying she doesn't really think Ghana needs a reset, looking at the mess that her government has taken us into. If for nothing at all, after I listened and watched the ambulance spare part $34.9 million scandal presentation with supporting documentation from Honorable Ablakwa, it only calls for a total reset of Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana. I weep for my country when MPP members sit on national platforms to pretend Ghana is at the ICU. Obi, can you ask the information minister what is her take about the many scandals such as the ambulance scandal linked to the family of Nanado? Paul de Suso Ewo, Massachusetts, that's in the US of A. And from the NDC, I'm told, say, Awo Kekeli will join us. And Awo Kekeli, Cozy Akosua Menu, and Nana Yachampem Jantwa will be our guest. They didn't come on the discussion segment. We say, Obi, good afternoon. Greetings to you and the Honorable Minister. Well done to her, letting us see the light. I'm not surprised that my dad, Kweku Boatin Bruja, always says you are one of her students who he taught at the basic school, and you are making him proud in politics. Nana Kofi Kusi Bruja and Onode Weya, but Nana Yedase. We say, Obi, kindly tell Fatima that the problems with the communication is that when they mention developmental project, they say it raw and in percentage terms without specifying where they are, especially roads. The NDC had green books distributed which helped them a lot. Just saying it is not convincing enough. Also, the theories regarding economics is too much, so they must be more practical and stop the percentage comparisons. Gastiman Ewo Brikum. Obi, President Akufo-Addo cut sword at Shama district for a hospital in 2018. The land has turned into a grass cutter pitch. Christopher Ewo Takrade and on the way about the Shama district hospital. We say, Obi, good evening. I am Honorable in Suroda in Tepa. In fact, President Akufo-Addo and his government are doing a good job for Ghanaians. Honorable Insruda Edase. Obi, is the minister saying the budget for the Sofo Line interchange was approved in 2022 and yet nothing is happening there? Desmond Ewo Spintex. Honorable Nana Eshe Afri-Exim Bank facility Eshe budget name.
Nsem-Pii will more na Nsem so it is now show on my YouTube channel.
the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.